Up outside the hostels and everything else. Okay, I went to check what the temple is. It's just a temple. Okay, I put the bike in a box, but I had... Wow, Shanghai has changed so much over the years. That's one of the older sections there. And then you of course see the high-rises there. This is now turned into like a yuppie section. We would say like a Berkeley. Then you look around here for the beautiful things, and then these great high sky walkways. And then it looks like a little bit of old China there. Okay, like I said, the newer buildings and the old yuppie areas is back over that way. Seems to be more yuppie. This, on the other hand, looks like it's some relics or temple of before. So quite interesting to see the differences of, like I say, how much it's changed over the years. Okay, I went to check what the temple is. It's just a temple. It's 50 yuan to get in. I've been to so many temples, everything else. I'd rather look around the city, go to the mall, plus I'm hungry. Get some food first, walk down these areas, and then go around. Old building, meet new building, what's not been taken away. The good old happy little miso lands and all the other little tourist shit. Okay, we start with a few potatoes. Okay, I'm going again with a tomato soup base, and hopefully this is kind of like as good as the one the other day. We can only hope so. As you can tell by these little shops, boutiques, and everything else like that, like I say, it's completely like a Berkeley or a yuppie little area. So a lot of old places. So old Shanghai versus new Shanghai. It is the big Buddha temple. It is an interesting town as far as the old meets the new. You even have a Five Guys. But those prices, holy crap. Okay, finally again, found my sweet and sour and some tofu. Have dinner. So today we got a little rain, a little fog. Isn't that spooky feeling? Getting back into the other part of Shanghai. Moving the stuff. All the artwork everywhere. The old buildings. Okay, interesting little hostel. You get a bed here. Got the room there. Got the other stuff inside there. It's got its own little closet there. Its own little shower. And a toilet. All good. Actually has a nice little kitchen area. Hot water. Toaster. Ice machine. Refrigerator to save yourself or to throw your trash, and then a whole lounge to work in. Okay, lazy cold day today, so I ordered in potatoes, chicken and sauce, and more rice fillings. We'll see how this is, about $7 or $8. In China, I usually just lock the bike up outside the hostels and everything else. Very safe here, don't really have to lock it, but it's just better that I do so people don't play with it and that kind of thing. Okay, the Riverside Walk is a nice little walk past all the nice big high-rise buildings. I'm headed to where I can get the sight of the famous area, and that should only be a little bit up farther. At least today it's not raining, so it's a good day. Okay, again, we're back here at the famous skyline, watching the other cyclists take their pictures of it. That's the famous little thing. So we're going to walk down the waterfront here and take a look around a bit more of the city. But this is one of the more famous views, so I had to stop by here and just take a quick look around and then head up to the peak. Okay, we've gotten to the river point where the river meets, and then across the ways is the fancy stuff that everybody comes to see. So we'll zoom in on that. We'll walk a little bit farther, but it reminds me a little of San Francisco area and stuff like that. Russian embassy across the street. Like I say, this is the city main point. Everybody comes to see that tower. It's one of the two towers that people come to see. Interesting. Then next to it are the earthly globes. And then down the river is the whole entire city front. It's not that overly massive or impressive compared to some places, but it is what it is. It's Shanghai. There's a bit of culture of both old Western buildings and the new stuff, so it's good to see that they've kept some of it, the bridges and the buildings everywhere. So overall, it's a nice little pretty view. This is part of the walkway I got caught riding the other day. They no longer allow bicycles up here to ride along here and get the pictures of the view. I did way farther down, got the bike up real quickly, got a picture, and that's about it. Otherwise, it's, you know, yeah, I guess it can be crowded, hugely crowded, that a bike wouldn't be able to get through here at times, but in general, I don't know why they've changed it. When the light turns green, you watch the people still walking across. They're supposed to stop, and then the motorbikes are just coming across like crazy, honking the horns, and the people just keep walking across. It does show up there that it's a red light for the pedestrians to walk, but like I say, this is why they have to have in a lot of the areas the police monitoring the places. Otherwise these people are oblivious and just do the thing. A store 4 stories high just for anime stuff. Over here, if you want to have yourself drawn as anime, basically craziness. Restaurants, toy shops, old streets, new streets, this street, that street, still bicycles come across, big TV screens everywhere, tons of toy shops. Behind the main streets are the little old style shops, regular shops, restaurants, normal little buildings and stuff. So east meets west, west meets east, smaller, bigger. Take a walk around. Okay, I have to repack the bags and then put them in one bag, otherwise I get charged badly at the airport, so it has to be one bag. So the 2 bags need to go in one, and this will be my carry-on, and then I'll deal with the bike here in a bit. Okay, I went and got a wrench so I could loosen these up, because it doesn't take an Allen key, so it's loose now. So I can take those off when I come back and then pack up the bike. I'm waiting for a taxi right now to take me out to Decathlon because I couldn't order bike lights. They didn't come in time. So I need to get some lights for Japan because I have to have bike lights there. That's a requirement. And any other adjustments I need to do and get that ready. So last few minute things to do, then about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, head out to the airport, another taxi. Okay, it's a small store, so it didn't have much in the way of anything, so it doesn't do me any good, and the bike lights they have, nothing works for my bike. Okay, another part of town that I got to this time, so I'll be walking back now to the hostel, see what I find on the way. Basically, not found much for what I need. Just the way it goes. How they do it these days, everything is ordered Taobao, but I don't have any time anymore, so what didn't come, didn't come. Pack up the bike here in a few hours and call it China done for now. The only thing I'm not really happy here in the Shanghai area, there's a lot of beautiful parks, a lot of beautiful trails, a lot of beautiful things, but bikes aren't allowed, and therefore makes getting around the city, you can get around if you know what you're doing easier, but When you don't, it's a little bit of fun finding your streets and getting on the wrong streets and stuff. Bus area. Flower season is short, so you don't get much on the flowers. They only bloom for a few odd weeks on this stuff, so, but they're very beautiful. But you already see this tree is already past its prime. This one up here, I'll step up, get a closer view of the flowers. Beautiful flowers, but it's already blooming out. This one's still just starting to bloom. It's the same type of plant, but it's got a little bit more to go. But still beautiful. The city. A lot of times in the city, now they got the old cell telephone booth. But you got to take these upper things that walk around the highways and go over the stuff. Walk up, walk down. And there's the needle. And up across here. And then to the city. One of the reasons you gotta walk in the street. All the sidewalk full of bikes, parking, this or that, everywhere. So you end up walking in the street. All these China, except for maybe a few bread items. That's about it. The rest is all Chinese food or local produce. Nothing that's Western. In between all the live streamers and everything else, don't expect to be able to do anything Strawberry Festival. One nice thing is there's some nice little river walks all over the place here. Problem is when you get to the other sides, where you cross, where you do things, that's the normal. Overall, it's 50-50 out on Shanghai. Okay, I put the bike in a box, but I had to take it all apart because it's a small box. That's just the way it goes. So the bike is all taken apart, but wrapped in here, all taped, good sealed. So now it's ready for the airport. So I'll call the taxi, head to the airport. Okay, box is loaded, and we're on the way to the airport. So we can sleep at the airport tonight. At least we'll be there and ready for check-in. Everything's good and set. Okay, today's experience. Got whacked for another $75 at the airport because there's a fine print in Korean Airlines. Yes, the bike size is not extra, but the weight is extra. It's not marked clearly, it's not marked in that, but even after showing them all the paperwork, everything else, they still went for it and said, nope, you got to pay it because it's not clear on this one, not there. So you can take it up with corporate, but then on top of it, they charged me even a higher fee than listed on the website and listed in their official site. So I definitely got to talk to the company and ask why as well am I getting charged more money on that. So that's the end of China. So now it's just going to be flying all day, and I'll start out in Japan. So I'm going to end this video with the lovely thing that well, at least we're getting to a plane, so most of the way done.